Well, hello, viewer. How are you doing this evening? I always think of Robin Hilton from NPR All Songs Considered when I hear this track. He says one of the things that he loves about a song is when there's hand claps. The players gradually begin to gather on the battlefield. Good evening, Vernon.
Hi.
How you doing?
Okay. Yeah. So, I took my drive last week down to Gatlinburg for the first time. I saw an audition being advertised. They needed an understudy.
Okay.
I've already got an audition set up for next week.
Nice.
I was just driving by. It's like, geez, for a lead role at that.
Cool. Well, this may be a short campaign for you if you.
No, well, it's a stand-in. It's a stand-in thing. So it's like I think they don't mean part-time. I think they mean you're just sitting at home one day and we're going to call you that somebody's sick, so you have to come in.
Okay. All right.
So
well,
it would be like late bailing out.
Yeah. Like if you have the chance to let us know. Oh, look, I got called in. I got to go do a performance. That's fine. We'll understand. And if you don't have a chance to let us know, then, just tell us later.
Yeah.
We'll just make sure that day your character, goes in front.
Along with those tonight, right?
Yeah.
No, it's just the first audition. It's like it came really easy, though. That's going to be the real story. But it could be that I get the role at the first at bat.
Yeah.
Not impossible here.
Hello, Chris and Mike. How are you guys doing?
Hey.
Hey, Mike.
All right.
Did you hear about the Civil War Theater?
Let me guess. A long time ago, I know they changed the name of the Dixie Stampede to just the Stampede.
No, the Civil War show over here. There was last year they came and they made a one that was more just a drama. It was originally a dinner theater, but then they stopped being a dinner theater. It's had some news about it because it's educational, a little bit off the track. Anyway,
that up.
Yeah, I just scored my first audition within a few days of going down to Gatlinburg for the first time. I have an audition. I'll drop my stuff with him next week on Wednesday is my plan right now.
Leg. You've been an actor for a long time. Nobody ever says the let's see, what is it? GL. They always say break a leg.
Yeah. The strange superstitions. I never heeded it much. And actually, the way it works out is like we're all doing this for this one guy who believes in it. And we don't do anything in this country for the one guy that believes in it, unless their cause is in the news.
Yeah,
it's like, and then we only do it for a while. But apparently, that's the way the theater is. That a ton of people actually don't believe in it, but they won't say it because there's one guy sitting in the back that doesn't want to hear it.
Yeah. So you don't subscribe to any bad luck that accompanies the Danish play?
The Danish play. The king actually noticed the king. I'm the king. Yeah. So I played with that concept a few times. The idea of reversal of natural order. I would go around. The king would often make comments that there seemed to be a reversal of natural order going on in the castle. And that goes along with the Danish play because the reversal of natural order means the death of the king.
Right.
But it's a very literary joke. So I mean, I've nearly said Macbeth. I've walked into I walked into when nobody was around.
No, I'm sorry. It's the Scottish play, right? The
Danish play.
I'm getting Hamlet and Macbeth mixed up. Okay, sorry about that.
Oh, yeah, it's Macbeth.
Yeah.
I walked into rooms where there were just a couple of employees so far and said, Macbeth! Just like this.
All right. Good evening, everybody. We actually do have a viewer on the stream tonight already, so welcome. Our players are trickling in slowly. Summertime, lazy heat seems to be getting to them, so they're sort of taking their time meandering into the game tonight. I am DM Galabond, and this is session 3 of the Sword Coast Chronicles. Tonight's session is entitled, Are We There Yet? Because for the first 2 sessions, all we've been doing is riding in a caravan. Speaking of that caravan. Let us take a look at the status of our caravan. We are, when we last left our heroes, they were in the town of Scorniabel, where they had arrived on the 19th of Chess for the spring equinox. And there was a festival, and the festival means everybody from the caravan has to be on their toes. It also means there's lots of drink to be drunk, games to be played, music to listen to, dances to participate in.
And toys to be stolen.
Toys to be stolen, frolics to enjoy, all that kind of stuff. And the party did partake in that heartily. They won a skills challenge that was based on their frolics and tribulations in the Spring Equinox Festival. And because they won, they all added 10 gold to their purse, or they should have added 10 gold to their purse at the end of the session. We are now ready to begin our session. The session opens on the morning of the 20th of Chess, as the caravan, no, I'm sorry, not the 20th, the 21st of Chess, because the 20th of Chess, the caravan stays in Scorniabel and does a day of trading. Then on the morning of the 21st, they wake up and they head out towards Burdusk. And that means that my scale is wrong. So let me go fix my scale. It's going to be... I think that is more accurate, because it will be a... Yes, that's more accurate. Okay, so it's approximately 3 days travel from Scorniabel to Burdusk. There is a day of trading in Burdusk. They arrive on the 24th. They trade through the day of the 25th. Then on the morning of the 26th, they head out southwest, going towards the town of Greenest. Now, some of you may recall that when this here campaign started a few weeks ago and you rolled up your characters, some of you got some information about Greenest. And as if that were foreshadowing, we arrive on the afternoon or evening of the late afternoon, early evening of the 30th of Chess. And the ground here is kind of rolling hills, rolling terrain. And there's a little rise, and you top the rise, and you look down towards what you expect to be the nice, peaceful town of Greenest. Well, Greenest is there, but it seems anything other than peaceful. There are shouts, distant shouts, nay, screams even, coming from the town. There are dark shapes moving along the edges of the town, some looking like they're knots of creatures. There are wisps of smoke that do not necessarily look like they are smoke from chimneys, but maybe smoke from buildings on fire that are rising above the town of Greenest. And then a bit of motion catches your eyes. There's kind of a haze, maybe from the smoke, maybe from the low clouds, and a shape sort of emerges out of the clouds, banks on large, leathery, bat-like wings. A shape that seems too huge to be able to fly dips out of the clouds towards the town, and as it does, a bolt of lightning erupts from its mouth and hits a building, and the thatched roof of that building immediately goes up in flames. And the sound eventually carries to your ear the crack of the thunder from that bolt of lightning that came out of that creature's mouth, the guttural cheers of groups of those creatures that seem to be around the edge of the town, and the panicked cries of the people of Greenest. Needless to say, the caravan comes to a screeching halt. Now, what do you guys want to do?
I think we're all in shock and awe.
So the road ahead, is it clear, or is Greenest in front of us?
The road passes through Greenest.
We have to go directly through Greenest.
The choice for the wagons, if they're going to be on the road, they either go through Greenest or they turn around and they go back towards Burdusk, because there's really not a suitable route for the wagons.
How big does this dragon appear?
Okay, some of you, including you, Mulek, you've heard stories from your uncle about a dragon that he fought. And your uncle was pretty level-headed. And he said that the dragon they fought was young and was like maybe yay big. This dragon looks probably 3 or 4, maybe 5 times the size of the dragon that your uncle fought. This looks like a full-grown dragon, and I will let. I think you. Yeah, go ahead.
You think you got him mixed up for me? Because Molek is not related to Abinadom.
Yeah,
not related to Doors of Fear.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Faldor. Yeah, you're the one that is related to Doors of Fear. Yeah. You know that Doors of Fear sometimes told some stories, but you didn't know him to exaggerate. If anything, he seemed to try to undersell the size of the dragon, namely because your, in air quotes, Uncle Finn was, kept exaggerating and making the dragon bigger every time.
God, that's a nat one.
Okay. If you guys are trying to figure out, this is the Sword Coast. You guys have heard of dragons, so if you want to say your characters would know, kind of the way that Catholic school kids learn a catechism, if you guys would say that your characters grew up knowing what kind of breath weapons the major types of dragons have, I'll give it to you. But if you don't think your character would know, let's make it a nature check to see if you know what kind of dragon breathes lightning.
That's better.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, okay. Both of you, yeah, you're pretty sure that if it's attacking a town, it's probably a blue dragon. There are some metallic dragons that have lightning breath, but those generally aren't attacking towns unless the towns have done so. And if this town had been involved in like doing something to tick off a good dragon, pretty much everybody on the Sword Coast would have heard about it. It's just like that just doesn't happen. So,
and there's no, I mean, we're wide open plains, right? There's no trees.
Oh yeah, there's no forest. You guys did sort of crest a hill, which means that the caravan is kind of sitting right on top of this ridge of this hill. If anybody looks in this direction, hey, there's a bunch of wagons over there.
The dragon can't see us, can it?
Probably not yet.
Well, the dragon seems to be focused on the town, but I don't know. What would Thaldor think the eyesight capabilities of an adult dragon would be? Just, I mean,
if I had to guess, 300 yards, maybe, I don't know, 600 yards. Okay. That's pretty far along a way away. That's like 6 football fields.
Probably depends on how high he is in the air.
That's too, yeah, but also,
and there is kind of a haze smoke hanging over the town because of the buildings that are on fire. What you gather in the few moments that you're there, because everybody in the caravan is kind of in the same boat that you are. They're all just sort of slack-jawed. When the peals of thunder roll across the plains, the horses, they kind of whicker, or they kind of they make that kind of nervous little step in, like they're not sure what they want to do. But of course, they're yoked into the wagons, and the drivers are doing their best to sort of keep them calm. But the drivers are kind of looking towards the caravan master like, well, let's make up your mind. What are we doing?
My vote would be to make us as small as possible. So maybe try to do all we can to get out of potential eyesight of this dragon and keep quiet.
Okay.
I agree with Mo. Like, we need to get out of eyesight.
Okay. So you guys would sort of, let's just go back over the other side of the hill.
Brock, we need to move. We need to move now.
Okay. All right, Brock. I have a question for Brock here. Brock, since you kind of have a position of authority, what would be your instinct? Would you want to kind of give orders for the wagons around you, or would you want to check in with the caravan lead and see what they want to do? Chris, are you with us? If you're talking, I can't hear you.
I was muted. Sorry. Yeah, feeling responsible for the people around me and caring for the people around me. Yeah, that's one thing. But these people in the town before me are being decimated, so I'd want to help. Does it seem like this dragon is targeting anything specific, or is he just rampaging the town?
I'll look at Brock and go, that's a full-size blue dragon spewing out lightning. We have no chance. I feel bad for the people in the town, but this is the time to tuck tail and run.
Can you guys hear me?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I've just been trying to ask a question for a while here.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Never mind. Continue.
Okay, all right. I was going to Brock specifically because, he had been made one of the, basically one of the leads of the caravan. So, all right, you're.
My reaction would be based off of whether this dragon is targeting anything specific or if he's rampaging the town as a whole.
He seems to be circling the town, and every time he dips out of the clouds, he seems to be firing his breath at something that is not yet burning. So he doesn't seem to be focusing his attacks on any one place, and he's not he's not going in for a concentrated attack,
he's been on destruction basically.
Yeah, and from the cheers that go up every time the dragon hits another building and sets it on fire, you kind of get the impression the dragon's not alone.
Cheers, can we make out what type of cheers or what's making the cheers?
No, this is like you're a mile away from the football stadium and the crowd is cheering. Well, you can tell that the crowd is cheering, but you can't really tell what they're saying, and you don't really know why they're saying it. They're happy about something, but in your case, you guys can see why they're cheering, but they're too far away for you to make out what kinds of creatures there are. It's kind of dusk, and the whole scene is kind of backlit because the sun has gone down in the west, and you're looking at it kind of from the east, more or less.
This map is accurate. That forest is like 60 miles away.
Yeah.
Mr. Broxer. Mr. Broxer.
Yes.
If they are fighting so long, they must be fighting against someone. If there are many groups gathered, it must be that there is already someone fighting against them. I can scout the area. If you let me, I will scout the area and find out what is going on.
Go ahead.
I'll go with him.
I think our primary objective here is to protect this here caravan, and you don't want to go messing with no full-grown blue dragon. I can tell you that right now.
Well, if that dragon has a problem with us, we have no chance. You see what it's doing to the town. There's no sense of us hiding. If he wants us, he'll have us.
Yeah.
Do we know of any reason why Greenus would be targeted for any purpose?
Not at the moment, no.
Okay. All right.
It's a little unclear at the moment what's going on. A rider does come from the head of the caravan, and he is briefly pausing at each wagon, and he's talking to the driver of each wagon. And so as he comes up, each of you will hear as he gets to your wagon, he says, the order has been given. The wagons themselves are to turn and go back to the other side of the hill and try to stay out of sight. Anyone who wants to help, get off the wagons, and we will see what the numbers are. And
let's go.
See.
I want to ask him what other threat there is other than the dragon.
Unclear. And you recognize this. He's a guy from the caravan. So he's somebody that's been with the caravan. He's just like relaying message from the foreman of what they want to do. So Falliger, to your point, yes, they want to protect the wagons, but they're also giving people the opportunity if they want to do something to help. They're not going to tell everybody, you gotta You got to run away. So, at the moment, who's thinking about jumping off the wagons and going to do something? I think I heard that would be. I'm still trying to get people's characters' names. Osprey and Mulek and
Daldor go.
Daldor.
Why not?
Okay.
Today seems like a good day to die.
Would I have any authority over the guards on my wagon?
They would probably listen to you, but at the end of the day, at the end of the day, they're paid to take care of the wagon. Right. So
I'll say that anyone that wants to help should follow the people that are leaving.
Okay. So let me check with Bell and Falazur and Brock. So Bell, what are you planning to do? Are you going to stay with the wagons or are you going to head off with the others?
She'll stay on the wagons, but keep an eye out, seeing if anyone called or she would go help.
Okay. Falazur, what about you?
Well, Falazur's not that stealthy, so if you guys are going on a stealth mission, he probably shouldn't go.
I think they're just going balls deep now. I don't think we're going stealth anymore.
I'll probably stay with Ivy.
Okay. And Brock, what is Brock gonna do?
Brock's a soldier. He's gonna keep to his orders and stay with the wagon.
Okay. All right. Okay, so we get to split the party. All right, I love it.
Actually, another split because Osprey is calling for his broom, so he's going in the air.
Then you take the air, I'll take the ground. We'll work it out just right.
Okay, so Osprey is going in the air with the dragon. Okay, all right, I see.
He's going around. He's going to try to. His objective is to scan the area. So it's so it's not going to be go directly into the dragon. It's going to be go up so he gets an aerial view and see what it can make of the surrounding groups.
You know the type of that. Like, why would a dragon be like scared of a bird, seeing so tiny and small a human is?
Okay.
Well, human size.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The dragon is obviously enraged. So whatever is going on, it's important.
Okay, so.
Just make caca noises.
Oh.
He's got that staff of bird calling.
He gets halfway there and sets off the staff, and Belle goes, "Ooh, dinner," and starts running. Starts running towards the town.
Yes.
Okay. Well, then let's take this in the let's do the easy part first. Wagons. You guys are able to. I'm not even going to make you roll for it. You're able to help the wagons get turned around in an orderly fashion, and they go about half a mile in the other direction. And there's a little place that's they feel is kind of defensible, where if anything comes and tries to attack the wagons, they can, put up at least some resistance. But clearly you can now see the ridge of the hill on the horizon and not the town. So they feel like they're below the line of sight for anybody that's in the town, looking towards this direction. Also, night falls from the east, so the sky in this direction is darker than the sky to the west of the town. So you get ready there, and you'll hold there for a moment. Now let's pivot over towards Mulek and Thaldor. Mulek and Thaldor, you guys are moving forward on the ground, correct? Or Mulek, do you have any kind of... do you have to stay on the ground, or are you able to...
No, I've got to stay on the ground, yeah.
Okay, all right. So you guys will move on ahead. I'm not going to make you make any checks until you get like maybe 100 yards away from the town, because there's fires in the town, there's smoke, there's a lot of noise and things going on there. So clearly this is a situation where everybody's attention is going to be on what's going on in the town.
Mulek, can you see in the dark?
No.
I can. I got my goggles on. So you said it's starting to become nighttime, right?
Yeah. It was like dusk when you guys crested the hill. So when all this commotion, maybe another half hour has gone, and so you know how that twilight really dims down and starts to get dark pretty quickly.
But we're able to see some light up from the fires ahead, right? I mean, through some haze and smoke and stuff.
Yeah, the smoke is mainly going up. So here on the ground, it's not terribly smoky. You can smell a little bit of the wood smoke, from on the breeze, what breeze there is. But it's not obscuring your vision at this point. And yes, there's kind of that glow. It's not really enough to illuminate the area around you, but it's enough for you to see kind of between you and the town. And, if you stay next to the road, it's relatively free of, big ditches or lakes or anything like that. So
is there at least any tall grass to maybe...
Yeah, there is. If you get maybe as much as 10 yards off of the road, there's some grass that's kind of grown up. The grass right along the verges of the road tends to be munched on by goat herds and sheep. Shepherds that move their flocks up and down from some of the surrounding farms to the town and back, but further off of the road, the grass just kind of grows up wild.
Okay, good.
So yeah, you can get off the road a little bit and stay some cover. So I'll say that when you do start rolling, if you intend to stay over in that stuff, you will gain an advantage from it.
Okay.
However, Osprey, you are in the air, and remind me, how is Osprey dressed on this fine evening?
That's an interesting question. If we've left the city a few days ago, right?
Yeah. So you would be in whatever your normal traveling clothes are. Yeah. Although you would have expected to enter a city at the end of the day today, so I don't know whether that makes a difference in what Osprey would wear on the day they're getting into town.
Not unless he's trying to do publicity or racing stuff. That's what, if he's doing publicity or racing or trying to make any sort of attention or thing at all, that's when he's wearing what he's got on the token. Otherwise, he's got more of a street clothes.
Okay. Just kind of work clothes, blending in with everybody else on the caravan.
He's very much with the rest of the group.
Right. Okay. All right. So that's not a thing. However, I'm going to say that since you're in the air, you're going to have to start making... Well, are you trying to be stealthy about how you're flying in, or are you just flying in by the fastest route possible?
Neither one, really. It's more about gathering information.
Okay, so
like go up, and then he's got his eye on the dragon, and he's looking for anything that's in the air. but based on if that's far away or close to, and based on what he sees, it's like then go forward. He's basing everything on kind of a dance around the dragon.
Okay. So I'm gonna say, now obviously these dots here are not to scale. So I'm gonna say that from the edge of town, you guys are probably between 2 and 3 miles away. Mm-hmm. When you see what's going on, because this is for those of you who have never visited my home state. This is kind of like Lakeland, the area around Lakeland, where some giant deity 40 million years ago took a gigantic rolling pin and just stretched out the peninsula of the state of Florida from about Ocala down to south of Tampa. And it's just flat as a damn pancake. And any time that there are a little rise of something, it just lets you see for miles, especially if there's not trees in the way, and especially if it's grassland and stuff. So you can just see on down there for a long, long way. So let me paint a picture here of the sky is relatively clear. There's some high white puffy clouds that are beginning to break up now that the sun has gone down. There's the columns of smoke in the city, which is gradually spreading a haze that's maybe settling in at around 1,000 feet up. And there's closer into the town and right over the town, there are more sort of clouds of this smoke, but out this far, there's not really a whole lot that you could use to sort of block line of sight in the air. You would just have to, if you're going to be up high, you would just have to try to blend in as well with the background of the natural sky as you could. Otherwise, if you wanted to do any kind of cover, you could maybe try to, just sort of do a Star Wars speeder bike thing and, hover right above the grass and go tearing in and, try to go that way if you wanted to do that.
Well, it would be kind of a downward slope depending on what it takes to find things. Actually, no. The information that he's thinking is going to be discovered going up. When you go up, you'll start seeing groups of people. That's the first thing he wants to see. Groups. Where are the groups of people? Where are the? It's not who the groups of people are. It's where they are out on the map. Is there some sort of resisting force? Is there a battle going on, like in the city?
Okay, I'm basically trying to figure out from what you describe. I'm trying to figure out what DC to set for the dragon to see if he can see if he notices you. Okay. That's his passive. That's pretty good passive. Let's say, okay, 500 yards out. Yeah, 500 yards out, you're gonna have, you'll beat his passive, but dragons don't live to a ripe old age without having kind of their heads on the swivel. So, especially when they're attacking something. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do this.
Dragon,
and it's going to be this so that nobody can see what the result is. Oh, okay. All right. You fly in. You're getting about 500 yards away from the town, and the dragon is sort of, you've kind of seen what it's doing. It sort of makes these sort of lazy circles, and it will dive down a little bit, and then it will flap those powerful wings to climb back up into the smoke and circle around a bit. And from your vantage point, you can sort of see as it passes out of a cloud of smoke and towards and then into another cloud of smoke. And as you're going towards the town, the dragon comes out of a cloud of smoke, more or less kind of in your line of sight. And there's and as you know, the dragon's kind of doing this gradual banking turn, but then kind of when it gets opposite you, it just sort of levels out and begins flying towards you. Doesn't appear to be speeding up, but definitely it appears to be interested in something it spotted.
Okay. So we actually use it.
Okay.
Staff of bird calls.
Oh,
okay. What are you, what kind of bird calls are you doing, and what do you hope to achieve with it?
It is to become disinteresting because becoming boring. So he's going to do the largest, without looking this up and going through all of this, the largest bird it's got. He's going to make a sound. He's going to blow on that to make a sound, and then he's going to. I don't know if he's seen anything yet or not, but he'll make this bird call sound and fly off.
Okay.
Probably at an angle that's away from the group, so we're looking at a triangulation.
Yeah, the two largest birds, I'm looking at the item in D&D Beyond, are a turkey's gobble.
Roll intelligence saving throw.
Actually, there's three that are fairly large: a turkey's gobble, a goose's honk, and an eagle's shriek. So, what would you want to do?
Let us make eagle shriek.
Okay, eagle shriek. All right, so you.
And can I hear this?
No, he's too far away from you.
Okay.
Unless
run away, kitty.
Unless you have super sensitive, legendary monster style hearing, the sound is only audible out to about 60 feet. But if you are a huge legendary monster, you probably have senses that can pick up things a lot further than mere mortals can. So I want you to roll me you're trying to basically do a deception.
Well, there's two things here. One, this is deception. Two, this will actually attract eagles. Because that's what this bird call does.
Okay. All right.
So roll the
okay. So let's see then. Shriek. Okay. All right. And then I need to make another D20 roll. And this D20 roll is going to have a plus of this. Whoops. 20. Wow. That's a crit. That's a crit. Okay.
Before we go farther, how many people are with Thaldor and myself?
I think it's just us.
You look around and
we're
you
the only
see
two.
You see Thaldor, and Thaldor's looking at you.
I thought there was a group. I thought one of the leaders of the caravan said, "Hey, we're gathering a group to go to the town." Did I misunderstand that?
The guy from the caravan was saying anybody that wants to go can get off the wagons. And there were exactly 3 people that got off the wagons, and one of them jumped on a broom.
I thought there were more.
Was I able to
it's just me and you.
Any guards in to join?
Huh?
Was I able to get any of my wagon guards to join?
No, they looked at you staying with the wagons, and they're like, "Okay, I'm doing what he's doing." There's a measure of respect they have for you that they've gained over the time. They realize, oh yeah, you're kind of okay. So this is why they put this guy in charge. He kind of knows what he's doing, and they're like, okay, yeah, if he's not going to go fight it, screw that. I'm not going to go die.
I thought there were others from the caravan that were going, and we were amongst others. So I look at Thaldor, and I'm like, "Hey, dude, I'm not very stealthy. I'm like opposite of stealthy right now."
I got you. Just follow me. Stay low, and we'll be okay.
You guys, give me a perception check.
I beat you to that one.
I was going to check also to see if they, if the dragon, if he's distracted, if we're able to get in.
Well, okay,
that was my thought process. But here's my perception roll.
Perception. Okay. Mulek, you're looking over at Thaldor, and you're trying to talk to Thaldor. Thaldor just puts a hand over your mouth, puts a hand on your shoulder, shoves you to the ground, and points a finger out in front of you. And when you turn and you look, you see this dragon is kind of flying in your direction.
Stay down and shut up.
And then you notice, oh, there's that damn fool on the broom up in the air.
If Osprey wants to go and get himself killed, it's up to him. But we need to sit down. Shut up.
Yeah, I'm digging a hole. I'm going in the dirt.
No. Just stay down.
Okay, so meanwhile, back up in the air, Osprey he blows the staff of bird calls. The sound of an eagle shrieks. You guys hear the sound of this eagle shriek. And then kind of behind you and off over your left shoulder, there's the sound of several answering cries of eagles. And you whip your heads around and you see a group of eagles sort of flying towards Osprey. And they're not flying directly in his direction because the staff of bird calls does not, magically imbue natural beasts with the willingness to sacrifice themselves to save whoever's calling it. In fact, it really doesn't say anything about it. It just makes the sound of birds. But you did get a natural 20. You did get a natural, or I did roll a natural 20 for you. So it several of them responded, and they kind of are in your direction. And then sort of the dragon's head moves over, looks at the birds, looks back at you, looks back at the birds, looks back at you, keeps flying, and then it starts to beat those big heavy wings, and it begins to rise up. So it had been kind of flying almost on a collision course with you. Well, now it's beginning to climb, and it climbs maybe 100 feet higher than you, and it's still moving pretty fast, and it passes over you, Osprey, and as it does, its head turns a little bit so that one of those gleaming reptilian eyes is looking right into yours, and it says, "Nice toy. If you're still here when I've finished with the town, I may want to take that for my collection." And then he roars past you, arcs sharply, probably more sharply than you think a creature that size could in the air, and flies very fast back towards the town. And Faldor and Mulek, oh yeah, you definitely heard what the dragon said. And as soon as the dragon got that close, those eagles, they just scattered. They're gone. They're like, okay, screw this. We're out of here.
Tells you Osprey to go and try to get himself killed.
But other than having a unique story to tell around the campfire, Osprey, you at the moment seem none the worse for wear. So what are you going to do?
What has he seen so far on the ground? What has he seen of what he came to see?
Nothing. You're still at this point maybe a good between 400 and 500 yards away from the town. There's the one thing you do notice through kind of the haze at the edge of town, you do notice that one of these knots of creatures that seems to have been marching around the perimeter of the city, one of those knots seems to have stopped and is kind of looking in the direction like, where the hell is the dragon going? And they're kind of there, and then when the dragon turns back and heads back towards the city, or heads back towards the town, after a few moments they resume their patrol or their march or whatever it is they're doing, going around the perimeter of the town.
So they're walking around, this knot is walking around the perimeter of the town.
Yes.
This is a siege of sorts. Does there seem to be another group coming?
As you start scanning the horizon, you see there are in fact several groups that are at intervals kind of going around the perimeter of the town. You can also see, as you get maybe 300 yards away from the town, you can see that there are knots of creatures that are moving through the streets. You notice that there are two different sizes of humanoids. There are human-sized humanoids, and then there are humanoids that look like they are somewhere between the height of a halfling and a goblin, but they're not quite shaped right to be either one. And with these two kinds of humanoids, there are also several groups that have enormous, horse-sized giant lizards that in some cases seem to be ridden by humanoids, kind of like those lizards in what was it? Lizards they used for
you thinking Doom?
To ride on the planet where the
Return of the Jedi?
No. The one that the Wookiees, the planet the Wookiees are from.
Kashyyyk?
Yeah, wasn't there? Weren't there some like big lizards that Obi-Wan was riding it.
On Tatooine, there were stormtroopers riding big lizards.
Okay, yeah, not that big, because those are big like camel type lizards. These are more big like monitor lizard. Built like a monitor lizard. So they're big, long, or like one of those Galapagos lizards.
Okay, and they seem to be working together with the things that are moving around. So you're not seeing a lot of conflicts between these varying roving groups. You're just seeing lots of roving groups going through the street.
Yeah, and as you get a little bit closer, you do see mostly human-sized, but some dwarf-sized, and perhaps some halfling-sized figures laying in what appear to be pools of blood in the streets of the city.
Okay.
And
descend and go in opposite direction.
Okay.
You got it.
All right. So you descend and you head back towards the caravan. Give me a perception check to see if you notice Thaldor and Osprey, or Thaldor and Mulek trying to hide. And actually, let's make this if you two guys are trying to hide still in the grass, let's make this opposed. You guys roll me stealth against his perception.
Oh, that's a fair fight. Yeah.
Well, I might be able to help because I have disadvantage.
Purely middling.
Okay, so 10 on his stealth. Osprey's perception is a 13. Okay.
God.
Yeah.
Oh. That's horrible.
Yeah.
You said we have advantage for being in the grass, right? Hold on. Let me roll again. Hold on.
Let me roll again.
That's better. But, oh God.
Yeah. Okay. He, Osprey, you see them both. They're like just belly down on the grass, and like Mulek has his hands helplessly kind of over his head, like he thinks that's going to do any good. And Thaldor has grabbed like some grass and is holding it up in front of his face, like he thinks that's gonna help him hide from the eyes of a dragon. If it's not going to hide from you, he's got no chance to hide from the dragon if the dragon comes this way. So yeah, you see them. Are you going to stop and tell them? Or are you going to head back to the caravan and tell them to come with you, or what?
Or are
you just going to leave them there?
Darn near runs into them, but he says, "Turn away, go back. Battle is over."
I'm with you. And I start sneaking back.
Okay.
When I realize there's no one else with us and there's just two of us, I'm like, we're nuts. Let's go back.
I've been known to be crazy, but, I could hear what the dragon told you. I guess we need to run, or you're afraid he's going to take your broom.
Maybe broom, maybe bird call. I don't know.
I'm going to start heading back.
Okay. So
there should be a little thing that says Thaldor will remember this.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys head back to the caravan, and tell me, what do you plan to do when you get to the caravan?
Report to Mr. Broxon.
Okay. Well, when you find Brock, he is together with the foreman of the caravan and several of the other leaders, and they're sort of talking about what they should do. The drivers are clearly worried about their animals, and the cargo master is clearly worried about the cargo. And so you come up on a knot of them talking. Osprey, what do you tell them?
Mr. Broxon, It is a siege coordinated by many different groups, and the city is already overtaken. We should go back and protect the next city. For dusk.
Which city is the next city?
For dusk, where we came from.
I just look at the caravan master. Actually, also, while we're on the subject, Galabon, you never mentioned anything about the caravan master. Like, are they female, male? Like, so.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. So the caravan master on this particular caravan is a female, and she is from. Oh, come on, races. There we go. She is from this area in she's Dameron female. So I'll do that is 2. Her name is Chernin. She just goes. Oh no, I'm sorry, not Chernin. She goes by Kara. Kara Chernin is her name. Let me put that in the Discord.
Does she bear a coat of arms?
No, but she does have a cloak that has the basically like the company logo on the back of the cloak. So she kind of is a representative of Green Company. And all right, so you're looking to her, and what do you ask her? Or what
I just look for her answer to what he just said, basically.
And she says, "Oh, well, she looks to Osprey. She says, "What do you think the chances are that they know that we are here? Do you think they are aware of our presence? Did anything give us away, do you think?"
The dragon knows only of me, but was not interested, really. I think that...
Whoa, wait. The dragon knows of you? How came this to happen?
Thaldor sits back and just gets quiet. How does this happen there, Osprey?
I went in to discover if it was an adversary we could face, or get through, or not.
And she looks at your broom, and she looks up in the air. You went in, up there.
Correct.
9 times basted, blasted fool! What do you think? Oh my gods! The dragon knows you are here. The dragon may have other business for now, but if the dragon took an interest in you, the dragon will be able to smell you for 100 miles and will find you. This is known. This is the lore of the dragons. They can find you, and you have a magic item. They covet magic. They will be coming. We cannot run fast enough to get away from a full-grown dragon. Oh gods. Oh, what are we to do?
Then I will run the other way.
Gally, have I noticed a title that she prefers or that most people call her by?
She goes by Mistress Kara. Yes. And those of you who have been around caravans, you know that most of the time a male caravan master is called Master so-and-so. So she goes by Mistress Kara.
Mistress Kara, if I could.
Yes, Brock. What was it? What is it?
This dragon is apparently after this town. We are a caravan after all. If she comes for us, we have no chance. I think our best bet is to wait until it's done and move forward. If we move backwards to the next town, we could just move into the next siege.
And she puts her thumb to her lip, and she sort of bites her thumbnail nervously, and she seems to think, and then she looks at several of the other people that are kind of deputy leaders with a similar rank to Brock, and she says, "What say the rest of you?" And one of the men will pipe up. He's a fellow by the name of Kosef. He will pipe up and he will say, "Well, if the dragon knows we're here, and if it is a siege, as Osprey says, then it cannot lay siege by itself. It must have allies. I do not wish to have a fight against a dragon and its allies, but I agree, we cannot run. I think you are wise, Mistress Kara. I think we stay here." And he finally talks himself into that, and a couple of the others, they nod their heads. And most of the guards, they're kind of grumbling, and a few of you will hear muttered curses under people's breath, kind of uttered in Osprey's direction. And it's like they're clearly not happy that somebody from the caravan got noticed, and especially not for flying up in the air. So the plan is just to kind of wait. What is everybody else from the party wanting to do? The caravan leadership seems to be in favor of just hunkering in place and waiting. But what do the party members want to do?
Mistress, with your permission, I would like to take a band into the city after the dragon departs. Maybe we could take a prisoner of one of its minions. Gain some information.
And she looks at you, and then she looks around. This is a hard-eyed woman who, clearly has worked her way up to her rank. And she doesn't brook any nonsense from the people in the caravan. She says, "Well, looks like we have one person who wants to be a hero among us. What about the rest of you? Any of you fancy going and throwing our lives away on a fool's errand?"
Are we all there? I mean, like, where is Ivy and where is...
Oh, yeah. This is all back at the caravan now. So you guys are all there. So Brock spoke up, and she responded, but before the other people in the caravan speak, let's go around the room and find out. We'll start with the people that stayed back at the caravan. Falliger. Brock has suggested taking a group of people that may want to go and going into the town after the dragon departs. What are Falliger's thoughts on that?
This caravan, are they stopping from city to city and selling their wares and stuff and picking up new stuff and keep going, or what's the purpose of the caravan?
Yes. This is an established trade route.
All right. Falliger would speak up. Well, I'm not from around here, but this here caravan, its business is to make money. And after a dragon attack in that city there, you're bound to make a pretty profit and help a few people to boot. I don't see why it wouldn't be a problem us going in after the dragon leaves. It could be a win-win for everybody. But I think we should hunker down here until, the attack and that dragon's appetite has been abated.
You should have a fancy way with words. I kind of agree with him, though.
Okay. And then Ivy, it's to you. What would Belle like to do?
Should probably still play with everyone, stay with everyone, and whenever everyone goes, like if her opinion actually matters, she would vote to go into and help the people around the village after the dragon leaves.
Okay. So yeah, there's a group of people that will nod and.
She wants to go in there and try and make the best out of it, cheer people up with her music.
Okay.
Same thing as she has been doing the whole time when they've just been off on the side of the road waiting.
Okay. Mulek and Thaldor. What about you guys?
I've seen Brock in action. If he's going in, I'd like to volunteer to go in with.
Okay.
I'll roll with Brock. Brock's going to carry that big old axe. Might not be bad to have his back. Come on, Fowler. You can come with us.
Osprey, what about you?
Osprey is very much into the idea that they should give him food and water, and he will go off in a completely different direction so as to distract the dragon and keep everybody safe. He's thinking maybe he'll go to Altagard, give him enough stuff, and then the dragon will follow him, and then the dragon will be gone.
Okay. The caravan master, Mistress Kara, she hears you say that, and she points at you, and she says, "No." She says, "I will not leave one, even one that may put their pride above their sense. I will not let one go alone. No, this is foolish. It was a poor decision to draw the dragon's attention, but I will not compound it by letting you make another poor decision. That would certainly get you killed. If you stay with us, at least maybe you have a fighting chance of surviving." And so she basically forbids anybody in the caravan from helping you if you want to leave, but she's not going to tell them to try to, clap you in irons or keep you from going. If you decide you really want to go, she's not going to stop you. But she's not going to participate in allowing you to make yourself a martyr or something.
Oh no, you're just thinking, it's probably 5 days to Altagard.
By caravan it probably would be. By flying broom, yeah, probably considerably less. Although I don't know how long that thing flies every day. Is it an hour at a time?
Yeah,
and then
that's an interesting point.
I can't recall if it broom of flying. Some magic items say you can use it so many times, and then you can't use it again until the next dawn.
Actually, there's no such thing.
Yeah, it doesn't.
There.
Yeah.
So he says, "Well, that's very kind of you. In that case, I should go with the group that's away from the caravan.
Okay. All right. So apparently this has no limit on the number of times it can be used, and it just keeps flying until you land. All right. Who knew? All right. So here's what happens. You guys start to get organized and everything. And I need you all to make me a perception check. Okay, let's see whose perception is working today. Oh, good. I did put everybody in one spot. Nice. All right. Oh, come on. There we go. What the hell is going on? Okay, Ivy, you are the first to hear it, and then Osprey, you hear it next. There's a sound of booted feet coming from the direction of the town. Sounds like they're coming at kind of a trot. There's a group of them, but it's hard to tell how many.
As soon as Belle hears it, she'll go over and kick Valjour and tell him, wake up! And go over to Osprey just to bother him too and just jump on him and say, wake up!
Okay.
And then she won't tell them what's going on, but she'll just sit there with a smile on her face.
Okay. So let me go back to... good. There we go. That's finally clear.
Running to each of their caravans. Yeah, just make this joke happen.
And Osprey's already looking at them by the time she's there. You mean right there?
She'll still pounce on you.
Yeah, I think that's what makes the joke.
Okay, so you guys are gonna be like right here, and then we are going to see up here that there are where is my map? Here's my map. They don't ever intend for things to happen this way, but that's the fun of D&D, is that you get to do things that they don't always anticipate. So let me do this. Let me do this. Let me do this, and let me do this. Okay, so we're okay. Okay, so we'll do that. All right, very good. Go back to one of our favorite maps here. I am going to set up something for us, and then we're going to take a break. Okay, so what you guys see is you guys see up ahead of you a group of 2, 3,
No, not 3, but 4.
5.
It gets better. Are they bowling balls?
Yeah.
They're more like pins.
Yeah. And 1, 2,
looking a little bit
3,
better.
4. Okay. You guys see a group of 5 kobolds and 4 humans that appear to be wearing cloaks of some kind. They all kind of have cloaks that look like they're roughly the same color. And the humans appear to have some kind of thing on their wrist. It's not exactly a bracer, but it's kind of an ornamental like wrist band thing that seems to be stylized, but it's dark and you can't really tell. But they are coming in your direction, and you notice them. And we are going to take our break. It's a little bit early, but 20 after 9. Let's go ahead and come back at the bottom of the hour. Take a little bio break, and then we will resume with our game, and we will. I will talk to you guys then. So I'm going to go ahead and throw us over to the start page, title card, put on some music for the stream, and we will be back. We will have ourselves a little combat.
Bless you.
And a little long. I am back. Okay. Let us see. Everybody back?
Yep, I'm here.
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Let me get us back over to the map here.
Be excellent to each other and party on, dudes.
Party on, dudes.
The most excellent adventure.
Totally. All right. As these guys approach, you notice that the human out in front, as soon as he is clearly visible to all of you, he holds up a pole. And on the pole, there is a flag that, by tradition in this part of the Sword Coast, is a flag that symbolizes a flag of parley. When potentially hostile forces encounter each other, and one side wishes to talk before immediately engaging in hostilities. And so holds up this flag, and they all stop. Kind of, we're going to say they're not quite to scale here, so they're kind of a little bit out of They're maybe like 100 feet away. So they're a little bit out of the range of a short bow. But clearly this flag is visible, and they have a couple of torches among them. And, they all look like they have weapons and armor and everything. So they're clearly not out here on a picnic, but they have this flag of parley. So how do you guys react when you see that? Everybody except Brock make me a survival check. See if you recognize that flag. Brock, you would recognize it because of your upbringing and your background. And I suppose anybody that has a soldier background will recognize it too, so you don't need to, if you're a soldier background, you don't need to roll it.
I had to reinstall Windows, and I don't remember how to get the add-on for D&D Beyond. Forgive me.
Beyond 20.
Yeah, Beyond 20. If you, if you're using Firefox or if you're using Chrome, go to the extension thing and just look up Beyond 20. It should, wherever you download extensions for Firefox, I don't know what that is. There's an actual little extension marketplace, if you will, for Chrome users to go and download. If you just type in Beyond 20 up there, it'll pull it down. If you don't, then you'll just have to do it the old-fashioned way. Look at your character sheet, see what your bonus is, and then roll that plus. Okay, there you go. 23. Okay, well, Falazur and Brock and anybody who's a soldier recognize what the flag of parley is. Clearly, the caravan mistress, she recognizes what the flag of parley is as well. None of the rest of you have a freaking clue.
Is there any reason we would assume these guys were in cahoots with the dragon?
Well, now none of you got close enough to see, except Osprey. Osprey, these kobolds, they kind of are the right height for the smaller creatures that you saw as part of the siege. So you would be the only one that would kind of know, oh, these guys look like they're the right size for the groups of humanoids that are that were part of that siege. Now, of course, they don't have any of those lizards with them. So, and most people would know kobolds generally are not warm and fuzzy, friendly creatures. They tend to be evil. They're not all evil, but they tend to be evil.
Osprey, did you see these guys in town?
Yes, Mr. Buxton. I think that they are like them that were in the town, and I think maybe these cloaks.
Keep one alive. I'm going to don my shield and charge.
Okay, so you're just going to charge? Yep. Not going to give them a chance to say what they're going to say? Not going to let me read this nice soliloquy?
Okay.
No, that's fine. That's fine. You don't have to.
No. How about this? I will dramatically don my shield and give them time to speak. If anything strikes my interest, I'll stop the charge.
This happened because I said Macbeth.
Okay, all right. So let's see. Okay. Oh, come on. Oh, that's right. Well, I need to close this. Now I can see.
Oh, is this what you did during your break? You wrote this soliloquy?
All right. So who are these?
I get a feeling I know what this is.
Who are these monsters? Okay, this is the... Oh, God, I have to go to the other stupid map here. Dadgummit, because I didn't. Ah, fudge. All right. There we go. So the lead guy with the flag, he says, Lenithon, the legendary, sacker of town, slayer of kings, destroyer of villages, master of all that he surveys, the mighty Lenithon bids you parley. Leave your wagons. Go, turn tail, and walk away from here, and you may live. Those of you who wish to be in the favor of the glorious Lenithon, sacker of towns, destroyer of villages, ruler of all he surveys, you may take the oath and join us. Come, share in the spoils. The rest of you, flee or die.
We just pretend a javelin goes right through his wall as he finishes.
And I shoot my bow at him.
Oh gosh, that didn't have any effect on you guys. Golly. Okay. All right.
I see Brock just running. Like I see him don his shield, and he's listening to him talk crap, and he's just running, probably going into a rage, just running straight at him. Throws a javelin, and I'm like, oh, bow time, pow.
Okay, so the turn order is cleared. Everybody can go ahead and roll initiative. Oh, nice. Look at that. They all get rolled at once.
Ooh.
It's one of the macros or one of the APIs that I installed. And also, while we're getting initiative going and while everybody is setting up, you guys did exactly what I would expect a party to do. If a group of first-level adventurers sees a full-grown blue dragon attacking a town, okay, shit, we're out of here. we're not gonna go anywhere. But the lovable people over there at Wizards of the Coast, they had the bright idea that first-level adventurers would be like, "Oh, hey, yeah, let's go save the town."
Yeah, party wipe.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, the dragon has very low self-esteem, so you can just call it a booby butt, and it'll just run away.
Bard to sing it to sleep.
The bard cast a sleep spell on it, and we're using.
Tries to
it. Funny thing is I actually have that.
If you did a what is it? What is the game? Is it the Fate game that uses the exploding dice? So like it's all D6s, and if you roll a 6 on a D6, you keep rolling the 6s. It's like if you use that rule for spell damage in D&D. And every die that you rolled that was maximum damage, you just kept rolling that. And if it kept rolling maximum damage, you would just keep rolling it and keep rolling it.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Can I have that for my sleep spell?
No, you can't.
Aww.
Okay, so let's see. Who are we missing initiative from? Okay, I see Belle is there with a 14-18. I see Brock is a 12-16. I see Osprey is an 8. I see Mulek. Yeah, Faldor's not on there, and Mulek doesn't appear to be. No, Mulek is on there.
Yeah, I'm just waiting to roll above a 10 tonight.
Right. Well, I did great. I clicked my token and rolled initiative, and it popped it up in the chat, but it didn't put it on the list.
Okay, so let's go to Falador, and we will add a turn for him. Falador, nobody's under any conditions at the moment, so 18.19.
That's the best roll I've had all night.
Okay, and then we're going to put everything in descending order. All right, so the first thing that happens is it's appropriate that Cultist 3 goes first because his turn was to say, was to talk. And so at the end of his turn, it's clear that you guys are not buying it. So Kobold 2 is going to act. So let me go ahead and get... Come on. Kobold. I'll get a Kobold character sheet out here, and I'll get a Cultist character sheet out here. Okay, and boink. All right, good. So we'll move those guys over there, and I need a Kobold right now. So the Kobold is going to see that you guys are ginning up to fight, so he's gonna throw a stone in his sling, and he's gonna hurl a sling stone at you from where he stands, and he has a range of 30 or 120, so I think he's gonna be at long range. Yeah, he's gonna be at long range, and yeah, Brock, you look like the most threatening, so he's gonna fire that at you. So he's got disadvantage. Yeah, he's got disadvantage on this sling attack, but let's see what happens.
If you crit me with the sling, I'm gonna cry.
It would have to be a double crit.
Yeah, it's disadvantage, but does a 19 hit you?
Does not.
Okay. A sling stone goes flying past your head and lands on the ground behind Bell.
Only because I made it a point that I did draw my shield, so I'm at 20.
Okay. All right. Good.
So we aren't seeing your rolls. Is that meant? We used to be able to see your rolls.
Oh, goodness. Okay, so that's a good thing. Let me go to the character sheet here. Thank you for letting me know.
He just wanted to be sneaky tonight.
No.
Yeah.
By default, they put
like whisper
on
rolls,
these
right,
NPC sheets, it's always whisper rolls, and that's just the way they made these character sheets. So let me make sure that the Cultist is not the same way, because one of those is coming next. And always whisper rolls, never whisper rolls. Okay. So, see, because I can use D&D Beyond if I want to whisper rolls for, like, if they're doing some kind of ability check, like a sneak check or something like that. But in this case, I don't want it to be. So that was Kobold 2. Then Cultist 2. What is Cultist 2 going to do? Oh, come on, big dummy. Oh, come on, for crying out loud. Bastard. Okay. Oh. He doesn't have a ranged attack. All he's got is a melee attack. Okay, so I guess we know what he's doing. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah. All he can do is run up there. He can't attack when he gets there. Kobold 5 is going to hurl a sling stone at the great and powerful warrior. Anytime today. Oh, there it is. 11 will miss. Saldor, you are up.
Sorry, multitasking. Give me 1 second. I will. Who's the closest to me? Let's see.
There's that guy right in front of that cultist right in front of Brock.
And because he's in 5 feet, I'm going to get sneak attack on him. I'm going to hit him with. Crap. Like I said, multitasking is very fun. I'm running my 3D printer while we're doing all this. Let's see. Attacks. I will hit him with my short bow.
Okay.
17 to hit.
17 to hit. A 17 will hit. So go ahead and roll some damage. Damages.
Oh, come on now. It's not doing the damage. No. 1d6. Hold on. It's 1d6 plus 4. I have to roll it manually. D&D Beyond's acting goofy.
1d6 plus 4 plus an extra d6 because your ally is within 5 feet of him.
Is there anything D&D Beyond's doing other than the pretty purple banner?
They actually that table is new in D&D Beyond. So 7 and 6, that's 13. How would you like to kill this guy?
In Brock style, I'm going to put it right between his eyes and just give a nod at Brock as he falls to the ground.
Okay.
Nod from the clouds.
Okay. And it worked. It worked.
Did that screaming come from Roll20?
Yes, it did.
Oh, that was awesome.
I gave the death effect of the Wilhelm scream to the
that was awesome. The blood is spurting and he screams.
Okay, good. Yeah, I decided that we don't have enough fun playing D&D. I needed to make it more fun.
That was awesome.
Then, Valdor, anything else? That was an attack. Are you going to move or
no? Or what? I'll stay in our little formation.
Okay. Cultist 4. Well, he sees that his buddy. He says, "Timmy, they got Timmy."
Timmy.
No, Timmy's in the will.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20. 25. Yep. And he can't do anything else. Kobold 4. That was not an old reference to the Arsenio Hall show. That was a okay, good. No.
That was probably an attempt at a sling.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. Ah, there we go. Okay, good. He will. Oh, wow. 13. That's going to miss. Bell. the Belle of the Ball, you are up.
Nice.
GTS.
Oh. So, draw for me, if you will. Well, where is the? Put a ping where you're centering it. You're centering it there on that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and
You want to center it on this guy? Okay, because I think from this guy it's 20-foot radius, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. So from this guy you can get, from this guy you can get everybody except the guy that ran up there. So, all right, 19 points. So starting with the creatures with the least hit points that are closest to him. Well, this guy, he's, and this guy, and with 19 points, that's all it can do. But 3 of the kobolds are out of the fight. Are you going to move or stay put?
I will use my bardic inspiration on Brock.
Okay. All right. Kobold 1. Oh, hey, guess what? He snoozes this turn. Brock, you are up.
Okay. Bonus action rage 5, 10. I'm going to draw my battle axe and take a swipe at this guy.
At this guy? Okay.
Oof.
11. That just misses.
That'll be my turn.
Okay. Kobold 3. He snoozes. Falliger.
Mm-hmm.
You are up, sir. What would you like to do?
Well, somebody close to us.
Yes, there's a guy, a cultist right there next to Brock.
I think. You know what? 30. He's within 30. I'll hashtag bless everybody. Oh.
Okay. I think at first level you can get up to 3. Right?
Did that not post? Allies.
I don't see it yet. There it goes. There it goes. Bless up to 3 creatures of your choice within range. Whenever a target makes an attack roll or a saving throw before it's and then you can get additional creatures if you have higher spell slots. But I think at this point you're stuck with 3. So, ping for me if you will, please. Who do you plan to bless?
I'm going to bless, I guess, the melee. So we have, what is it? Who are the melee? We got...
I think Brock is a melee. Well, he's a barbarian, so by default, he's a melee.
So we'll do...
Osprey goes in... That's all we've seen go in.
So just Brock and Osprey... And isn't Mulik a fighter or something?
I'm an artificer, so I do a bunch of different things.
Thaldor, what are you? What are you? Again?
Rogue.
Are you melee?
Rogue, I think.
All right,
he's been fighting with a bow a lot of times.
I'll bless myself.
Okay, that's fine. So Osprey, Brock, and Falazur. Correct? That's what I heard?
Sure, and I'll move up.
Okay, let me do that. All right, you are free to move. Okay, and Osprey, why are you damaged? You've been traveling for a few days. Did you take any? Okay, then
and it's not
I'm
showing
just
on my character sheet at all.
okay. Okay, well that's important because that tells us that your character sheet and your token are not fully linked yet. So we won't worry about that now, but we'll go ahead and just make sure you're back at full health. So, on your turn, what would you like to do? There's a cultist immediately in front of you, and there's a target-rich environment far up the road.
Yeah, but he really can't strike at the target-rich environment because it can go that far. So, get this guy. And you don't do flanking, so this is straight attack. With this, possibly adding a bless. Don't think I'll add a bless this time.
4 slashing damage. Ha 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 ha.
1 plus 3. 4.
1.
Okay.
2.
So that is Osprey. Anything else? Okay, Mulek, you are up.
All right. I pull out my my little revolver, and I point to about right here. And I see.
Now that's one of the sleeping ones, just as an FYI.
Yes.
You want to hit?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I know. What I'm going to do is it's not going to cause damage.
Okay.
I'm going to spin the cylinder, and I am going to shoot a glitter bomb, a blue glitter bomb right over this guy. So glitter within a 20-foot cube. Gonna get.
Okay, you want a cube 20 feet on a side centered on that guy? Okay, so let me do the
Damn it, you stole my next turn.
Sorry. Hey, if it fails, then you can do it again.
Well, I'm teasing.
It's good having double.
True.
Okay, but I'm shooting mine as a glitter bomb.
Come on, glitter bombs are the bomb, right?
It's like a glitter gun.
Ooh, so special.
Okay, come on. Damn you.
It's so pretty.
This stupid thing. Okay. 20 foot. Yeah, except this all looks like fire effects, so yeah.
Just use your imagination. It's glitter.
Yeah, it's glitter. So
you know how hard it is to get glitter out of everything? My goodness.
Yeah.
Don't even get me started on that. Ooh.
Okay. 10, 15, 20. Okay. Actually, but that I'm gonna make it one more square larger because that actually looks closer to. Well, that's 15 by 15. So let's do this. And it's not quite 50. Okay, there we go. That's better. All right, so let me put this to front and let me put it on the map layer so that we can see the things through it. Tell me how you want me to center that.
Yeah, just like right. So it should cover this one, this one, this one, this one, this. All these.
Just
needs to move it to the right.
You want to go to the right? Okay.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, that's probably like that.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. All right. So now I have several saving throws in my future, right?
Yes. And my saving is a 14.
Okay, so I can grab this whole group of monsters.
What's yours, Ivy?
13.
What kind of save? What kind of save is it?
Dexter. I think it's a
Dex.
Oh yeah, dexterity. Mm-hmm.
Okay, DC is 14. Damage is 0, and half save is half damage, which half of 0 is half, and submit. And then I'm going to get...
Boom.
They all passed. Every single one. Holy cow.
Well, don't the
Even the ones asleep
automatically fail?
Yeah, if they're asleep, they automatically fail, don't they?
Yeah, they should, because it...
Okay, so this is fairy fire, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Next attack.
Didn't really that's not the effect I was hoping for.
He's glowing. Actually, no. That looks like a shield. So he's glowing. He's glowing.
Radiation.
He's glowing.
I don't know if I like this combo roll. You're rolling awesome as a DM on these combo rolls.
All right. Well, yeah, but you must admit it saves a lot of time.
Yeah. Holy.
Okay. All right. So those guys are doing that. Anything else, Mulek?
Yeah, I just moved to the side. And...
Okay. So this cultist back here, he's like, whoa! And he... Okay, we established the other day that if he makes his initial save, he doesn't have to make another save, and he's not affected by the glowy stuff. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then 5, 10, 15. And he can't do anything when he gets there. All right, so round 2.
Fight.
And it says round 3, but round 2. Cultist 3 is... Wait, where is Cultist 3? Oh, he's right there. He's going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Hey, he can actually do something. So he is going to attack with his scimitar. Come on. Come on. AC 19 will miss, right? Because you have your shield out, correct?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Kobold 2. And he glows. Cultist 2 bleeds. Kobold 5. He steps up. Oops. He steps up. He kicks this kobold. Says, "Wake up, lazy!" So that kobold is no longer asleep. And then how far do they get to move? So that was 5 feet of movement. And I'll say it took half his movement to kick his buddy. So it's 15. So he's used 20, 25, 30. And then what's his distance? I still think he's going to have. Yeah, so he'll still be at disadvantage when he uses his sling. And this time he's going after Belle because Brock is in the midst of a crowd over there. And he doesn't want to take a chance of hitting his... Oh! Crit!
Wow.
Ouch.
Okay.
Did you say it was at disadvantage?
Oh, crap.
No,
yeah, no, it is at disadvantage because of the range.
Lucky.
Okay. AC 11. I don't think that's going to hit, will it? Okay. All right. Well, he's very sad because he would have enjoyed that crit. Faldor, you are up. Michael, you there?
Yes. Sorry, I blanked out for a second. What? Yeah, I got you.
You are up.
Okay. God, that's a dog pile right there. Hi, Bill. Let's see. What's the range on one of those kobolds?
Use the measuring tool. Let's see.
60 feet? Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. These guys are sleeping, but you probably want to target that one, or that one.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the one furthest to the left that's not.
Okay. He's not glowing, so you won't get advantage on the attack. Now, if you go to the one to the right that is glowing, you will get advantage because the effect gives you advantage.
There we go. Okay. Well, I don't need advantage with that one. Woo.
Okay, so total damage of 13. How would you like to kill this kobold?
Arrow goes right through his neck and right out the back and lands on the ground with blood and fairy fire covering it.
Okay.
Oh!
And he dies.
All the screams are voiced by Michael Jackson.
All right. Cultist 4. He is right in the midst of a bunch of enemies. Well, he's going to turn around and he's going to hack at Brock, who seems to think he's all that in a bag of chips. So he is going to AC 22. Okay, for 7 damage.
Halved.
Halved for 3 damage. So let me do.
Are you doing damage?
Yeah, I'm gonna go. No, wait a minute. 16. Where? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You have 16 because you're barbarian with D12 plus 4 con. All right. Never mind. And that's all he can do because he can't really move. Because if he moves, he's going to take opportunity attacks. Kobold 4 is like. He turns to his friend. He kicks him. He says, "Hey, wake up!" And so that's going to remove the sleepy effect from him. Uses half of his move, so 5, 10, 15. And then let's see. Is he in... Oh, yeah. Or actually, he can hit Falazur. So he will attack without disadvantage with his sling at Falazur. So that's an AC 16. Will that hit Falazur?
That misses.
Okay. All right. That goes. Okay. Belle, you are up.
I really don't like that kobold that throws something at me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers on him.
Okay, that was this guy here. You've got 60 feet. I think you've got range for that. Oh yeah, you've got plenty of range for that. All right. So he needs to make a DC 13 Wisdom save. Well, you know what? That is a Wisdom save. DC is 13. And damage is 9.
And if he fails, he has to run his movement away.
Okay, 17. So he passes. So he takes half damage. But he's bloodied. All right, so he is down to 1 hit point. Yep. And that's nice. That even on one token, that little group damage check thing still is nice because it automatically applies the damage for you when you it calculates everything. It's a slick little program. Okay, Kobold 1. Oh, he's awake now. So he uses half of his movement to get up. And then 5, 10, 15. What the hell? He'll do a sling at that same guy. So Faerun, you got another sling bullet coming in. Another 16, another miss. All right. And finally, Brock, you are up.
Okay. I'm going to take a hit at... Are either one of these guys in front of me up here damaged?
In fact, no. The only cultist near you that is damaged is the one immediately behind you.
All right, I'll leave him be. I'm going to hit the guy straight above me.
Okay, this guy here. Okay. Oh, that'll hit. 9 points. How would you like to kill this guy?
I look back and see this guy behind me, pay him no heed. He's getting his ass kicked, so I just spin around and take this guy's head off.
Okay.
Never gets old.
Okay, that guy bleeds. Probably after 3 weeks, I'll uninstall that because it's like, okay, now enough. But
we got to find some funny other sounds. You could probably find tons of fun sounds.
Yeah.
Mix it up.
Yeah. The thing I want to try to do is make sure I find sounds that are public domain.
Yeah.
So that.
Oh yeah. Unfortunately.
Yeah. All right.
I use my movement behind him, and that'll be it.
Okay, Faerun, you are up.
I was thinking about the sounds from Baldur's Gate for that.
Gally, you do have an opportunity attack on this guy if you want it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Let me go ahead and he will try to hit you with his scimitar, and he misses. 6. All right, Faerun, sorry. Didn't mean to interrupt your turn again.
I will just melee attack the guy in front of me.
Okay. Oh, nice. Okay. 3 slashing damage.
Yep. That's my turn.
Okay, and that will bloody him. All right. Osprey, you're up.
Nice.
Go is.
Oh, okay. I was expecting you to say something, but you're attacking the same guy that just got hit?
Yeah, same guy.
How would you like to kill him?
Let's see. So there's villagers going on the side. Some more Sato. I think he's rather surprised at this one. He hits for nothing, but then he knocks him down with his second strike, which is a better strike, and makes sort of a surprised face and goes over. And then moves. Yeah, they'll move.
All right. So
the whole thing is like herky jerky. He kills him with a normal strike. He doesn't do anything
Okay, so nothing spectacular, no special kill move or anything like that.
No, this is not a kill move situation. This is like, what? Oh, okay, and it goes first. Charges the next guy.
Okay, all right. And Mulek.
All right, Mulek's gonna move to here. He's gonna reach into his little bag and throw out a little device that grabs onto a nearby boulder, and he slings the boulder right at this guy right here.
Okay.
And he needs to...
okay. So, yeah, that's going to be a saving throw, right?
Yeah. Dexterity saving throw. Against 14.
Dexterity, DC 14, and damage is 14, and save is half. Is that correct? Because the thing didn't print out.
No, it misses and it continues, and so it'll just miss, and so then it'll continue to go towards this guy. That's why I was kind of lining him up.
Okay, so it's no damage on the save. All right.
Correct.
He exactly makes the save. So
now it goes to the kobold. It continues on.
Is that within range? It's
90. It's 90 feet.
Okay, so now this kobold, dexterity save of 14. See, even when you have to do it at a none. 15. Okay. Oh. He sees the one guy weave out of the way, sees this rock flying at him, he goes, oh shit. He ducks down, and the boulder rolls into the grass on the side of the road over there. So that was your attack. Okay. Cultist 1, he bleeds on the road. All right. Cultist 3. Oh, he looks around. He turns around to try to find Brock. And he is going to attack Brock with his scimitar if he can. 13, he will miss. All right. That's no good. Kobold 2. Hey, he snoozes. He's having a nap over there. He's getting his beauty rest. Cultist 2 bleeds. Kobold 5. Well, let's see. He can move 30 feet, and if he decides to move that far, what would he... Oh, yeah. Okay. He will run over here, 5, 10, 15, 20. He will run over there, pulling out a dagger as he goes. And because they are kobolds, they have a thing called pack tactics, which means that he gets advantage. All three of these guys actually get advantage to attack Osprey because they have allies within 5 feet of Osprey. So, incoming dagger attack, AC 14. That's going to miss. And he's very sad because he thought maybe he could do something. Thaldor, you are up.
My turn. They want to be sneaky. Okay. I'm going to help Osprey out. I tell Thaliger to duck, and I'm going to hit Kobold number 6. That's a 5.
There's only 5, yeah.
Sorry, it looks like a 6 on my screen. I need to zoom in. So I'm going to hit him with my short bow.
Okay. Very good.
Let me... There it goes.
13. Oh, that'll hit. Total of 9 damage. How would you like to kill this guy? How does your arrow kill him?
Hits him right in the side of the head because he's facing Osprey.
Okay.
And doing this, I yell, "Fowler, duck!" Boom, let it go, and just hit him right in the side of the head and watch him collapse. I said, "You're welcome, Osprey."
Okay. He shoots his bow, and it's kind of like watching, Rory McIlroy off the tee. The arrow just sort of curves right around Fallager and comes in with this beautiful little fade right into the kobold. And the kobold, the kobold screams.
You know what's going to be funny is when an ogre makes that sound.
Okay. I'm sorry. Were you going to move? I advanced the turn, Thaldor, without.
It's okay. I'll stay where I'm at.
Okay. He bleeds. He is going to attack with advantage against Osprey. 19. Will that hit?
You got a hit.
Okay, so -6. Oh, and that
bloodied.
Puts Osprey at bloodied. So that is his maneuver. And remember, everybody still gets advantage on this guy because he is glowing like a Christmas tree. Belle, you are up.
I'm going to turn to the this one, the one that's highlighted, and I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery on him.
Okay, DC 13 Wisdom save. We'll use my favorite. This is really becoming my favorite.
You're gonna be my dinner.
Okay, and that's 2 damage. And Vicious Mockery is what? Is that a cantrip? So no damage on a save?
It is a cantrip, and no damage on a save.
Oh, he fails. So
and
he takes
disadvantage
damage
on attacks.
Okay, so now let me put a and having disadvantage, that breaks his little heart. So he's brokenhearted that he has disadvantage on his attacks. Which means basically he has a normal attack against Osprey if he's still alive when his turn comes around.
And
anything else? Anything else, Belle?
No, that's everything.
Okay. And it is his turn. So it's just a straight attack because advantage from Pack Tactics is canceled by disadvantage from Vicious Mockery. So it's just a straight attack. AC 10, that's going to miss. Brock, you are up.
Okay.
That annoying guy behind you is still up.
Bloodied?
Huh?
Is he bloodied?
I don't think he's been hit. No, he hadn't been hit yet.
I'll fix that. I won't fix that.
Okay, he still hasn't been hit.
That guy is impossible to hit.
He kind of looks at you and goes, Kobold 3. He bleeds. Fallager. What would you like to do?
I'll move up and melee.
Okay. Ooh, 13. I think that might. Yes, that hits. For 6 points of damage. And he is bloodied. And Osprey, you are up. You have a broken-hearted kobold and a broken-hearted kobold who's glowing, and another kobold that is not glowing. So, glowing guy gives you advantage.
Yep. Going to get the glowing guy. There you go.
Yep, that will hit. 5 points of damage. How do you want to kill this guy?
So Osprey is a massive confusion in arms and legs as he gets hit by one side. Somebody falls over on the other side. So he's jumping around. Then comes. Oh, he wanted to come up from the bottom, but he realizes that the kobold's even shorter than he is. So he comes straight. So it comes straight across on the shoulders of the kobold in a sudden adjustment. Spinning, chop through the shoulder.
Okay. And the kobold says, as he dies. Okay. Anything else, Osprey? You want to move or good there? All right, Mulek, back up to you.
All right, Mulek, frustrated that his trinkets aren't working as good as he had hoped, pulls out 2 daggers, goes 5, 10, 15, 20.
Oh!
Swings at this guy with his daggers.
Right.
Or maybe not.
Well, that's a miss. Oh, that's a hit. Okay, so that's going to be 3 points.
Oh,
hey.
Wait, did that shouldn't have added... That should have only been a 15. Well, does that 15 plus? I think that was only an 18. I think it added extra. I need to fix that.
You don't get your proficiency bonus on.
No, not on the offhand. No.
Okay. Yeah, I think there's a way that you can.
Yeah, I can adjust it.
Yeah.
I put the attacks in roll 20 to try and fix it, and I guess I forgot to fix that one. So
all right. Well, an 18 is still a hit. 3 points of damage. How does your dagger kill this guy?
Just right through the chest. I just get him right because he's busy, occupied with the other guys. Doesn't really see me come in, and I get him.
Yeah, he turns at the last second to look, and he's like, "Where'd you come?" Oh, and he gasps, and as he gasps, he goes.
Awesome. Oh, you know what? I was wrong. I do get the proficiency on the attack. I just don't get on the damage. So that was backwards. So I had it set up right. Okay, cool. And that's my turn.
Okie dokie. All right. And Cultist 1, he bleeds. Cultist 3 bleeds. Kobold 2 sleeps. In the road, the mighty road, the kobold sleeps tonight. Okay, Cultist 2 bleeds. Kobold 5 bleeds. Daldor.
But take out that last kobold, hopefully.
Okay. Are we leaving somebody alive to...
The one that's sleeping.
Oh, okay. All right.
Hit the one that's not asleep in front of Osprey.
Oh, I'm sorry. Now, have I been? No, I haven't been doing that. Okay, never mind.
Oh, within range.
You like taking the tough shot.
Yep.
Okay, so this guy you're going after?
Yeah.
Okay. And you have advantage. So how does your arrow kill this guy?
So as I'm looking at Osprey, I'm like, Osprey, duck! Because I do have some skill, but I'd hate to miss, you know? So as it does that, it goes right up underneath the kobold's chin and out the back of its head.
I can just see you screaming, Osprey, duck! And Osprey saying, duck? blows on the horn calls and just whack. I'm sorry.
All right. Hey. Bum. I think all of the enemies except for this one kobold are down. And that kobold is asleep. He will be asleep for a little bit longer. I am going to go ahead and move to the map layer and get rid of this effect here. And then I will go back to the normal layer. So what are we doing with our prisoner?
Bell run over to it.
Okay. All right. You tie him up. You start dragging him back to the wagons, and he's like, ruff, ruff. Let go, nasty humans. Get your hands off me. And then he looks at Belle, and he's like, "Pah, cat, wah, get away, pah, pah, pah." And he's like,
just for demonstration, she'll pick up another kobold with her teeth and drag it over to the kobold's feet.
Oh my God, that's disgusting. And he looks at the rest of you, he says, how do you put up with that?
She'll smile happily to herself.
Miss Belle is a very nice person.
Belle, do you have a plan here?
Eat the kobold alive as a snack? I'm all up for that. But I like to run for my food sometime.
The several of the people from the caravan will come over now that the kobold is tied up, and they will drag the kobold over. And Brock, Mistress Kara will wave you over to her while people are dealing with the kobold.
What can I do to check the bodies real quick of the cultists and stuff while they're all doing all this? Because I walk away.
Okay, let's do one thing at a time. We'll get around to checking for loot in a moment. So, Brock?
Yes, mistress.
She says, I do not like this. I think unless my eyes misgive me, these people wear the insignia of the cult of the dragon. They are. If they are here, then that means they are with that creature that's attacking the town. They must know we are here. I do not think we have a chance now. I think if that dragon is not driven off, then their whole force will come after us. The only chance we have is for archers to go and help the defenders of the city, see if maybe we can take that bastard out of the sky.
I agree. My whole plan in coming here was to find out where the dragon was to strike next. We can't fight it alone, but maybe we can help them defend.
Very good. Okay, well, let's quickly find out what we can from the prisoner, and then take any who will go with you, and be on your way. I will tell the others that there is an extra 10 days worth of gold for anyone who assists in taking down the dragon. Although I'm not sure that will encourage many to want to go. But it's the best I can do. So
I'll nod and give her a social salute. I'm going to look for Mulek and kind of wave him over if I see him.
Okay. Let's quickly go through questioning the kobold, and then everybody remind me that we need to look for loot from the cultists and the kobolds. All right, so as you gather around, you basically learn that this group of cultists and kobolds was sent. My voice is a little tired, so I can't do the kobold voice. I'm just going to tell you what happens. They were sent to investigate some creature that some person that the dragon saw flying in this direction, and their orders were to bring any treasure back to the town that the person might have, and that if they do not come back, that once the town is secured, reinforcements will be sent this way to attack to try to find out what happened to them. So he leads you to believe that there's going to be more forces on the way if you guys just hang out here, basically. And then a quick inspection of the bodies reveals that let's see. Okay. The cultists, 3 of the 4 cultists that were here are humans. The 4th is a half-elf. They all do have stylized wrist guards, or they're like really fancy wide bracelets. They're not really bracers because they don't provide any defensive thing, and they're made of not even like a beaten copper, but it's kind of like a beaten bronze or something like that. So, and it's clasped around their forearms, and etched into the metal are what looks like dragon scales. And at several of the intersections, it looks like a figure of a dragon head is etched into it. It's all flat, so there's nothing sculpted, but it just looks like they have a stylized dragon head etched into some of the intersections where the metal bands meet each other. And the humans are wearing, the 4 humans are wearing cloaks that do have an emblem on it. And let me see, I think I have that emblem somewhere. Okay, I think it's here. No, where is this? No. Okay, so where is this stupid thing? Sources. This is the source. Well, dadgummit, they didn't give me that thing. Okay, so then I need to go out here. I need to look online. There we go. Okay. There we go. Yeah, it looks like a stylized claw, if you will. A 5-pointed claw. I'm going to Oh, come on. No, we will just do this. I am going to use this, use this, use this. copy this and I'm going to drop it into the Discord. Symbol on the cloaks. All right, there we go. So it looks like a 5 claws, 1 black, 1 kind of gray. Maybe that's supposed to be white. 1 red, 1 blue, and 1 green. So that is that is what you guys see on the emblem on their cloaks.
Emblem on the cloaks. Is it the same on the armbands or is it different?
No, the armbands don't have that emblem on it, but they appear to be stylized like dragon scales etched into the metal of the armband.
How many wrist guards did you say there were? 4.
There's 4. One on each of the tall folk, humans of the half elf. 4 cloaks, or at least 4 human-sized cloaks. The kobolds also have cloaks, smaller, and they have the same symbol, but of course they're sized for kobolds and not sized for humans. So perhaps it would be a bit short on her, but perhaps Belle could get away with wearing one of the kobold cloaks. But the rest of you would need cloaks from the humans if you were planning to use those as some kind of disguise.
I put those in the party treasure that we took, the 4 wrist guards and the 4 human-sized cloaks.
Okay. And then we do have some treasure here. Let's see. What is the treasure? What would we find for the treasure? Oh. We're going to attack your town and take your treasure. Okay, so there's 9 of those guys. 9 of those guys, yes. 9. 100 plus you'll get nothing. Okay, and
well, I wouldn't say I got nothing. I got a pretty good meal.
Okay, so what's it? Ooh, you get 17 copper. And how many? 30 to 60. Oh, 2 of those, 17. So, your total haul, I'm going to put it in the Discord, and then I will read it out to you. Then 31 to 60 is going to be 1, 2. Oh, 34 plus 17 is 51. And then 2 of those is 14. It's going to be 28. Okay. Then, pardon me. 61 to 70. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 of those. 10, 30. Huh, okay. 30. All right. These guys are carrying 51 copper, 28 silver, and 30 electrum between them. That's the total amount of the treasure. So you guys can either throw that in a gift certificate, or you can split it up amongst yourselves as you see fit.
I went ahead and put it in the party treasure. So
okay.
we'll deal with it later.
And then there's assorted equipment and everything.
I'll take a sling, actually.
Okay. 5 slings, 5 daggers. Okay, so kobolds. 5 slings, 5 daggers, 5 kobold-sized cloaks with above symbol on them. Cultists, 4 scimitars. Let's see, what do the cultists have for 4 leather, 4 armbands, decorative, 4 cloaks, with above symbol on them. Okay, so that is the loot, and then of course the money is the only treasure. Yeah, so that's what you guys get.
I put it all in the treasure.
Okay.
So we'll just haul it and sell it when we can.
All right. So we're getting kind of close. This is a kind of a good stopping point, but we have a few minutes to sort of strategize. It's clear, and actually, now that they know that, now that Kara knows that people are, are going to be coming, she makes the announcement about the people that, anybody that wants to go and try to defend the town. And not surprisingly, most people are not too willing to do that. They saw what you guys did against those people, but they also saw that dragon. And they are very scared of what that dragon might do. So they are they're not eager to go running into harm's way. Prisoner, it looks like it is bound. Doesn't look like it has been slain at this point.
Did he get all the information that we wanted out of it?
Basically, you got all that it's either willing to tell you or that it knows, whichever is the case.
I'll walk up behind it, slit its throat, and snap its head back.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, well, hey, now it's ready to throw on the barbecue.
But I can't chase it down anymore.
Oh, gosh. Okay. All right. Okay, somebody go cut off its tail, put it on a string, and drag its tail around so she can chase that.
For fun.
I've got a light spell, so you can chase that around.
Just waiting for Mulek to bring up like a laser pointer or something.
That's what I'm saying.
Reflect light through a torch or light through a lantern and just makes it, follow like figure eights on the ground.
That would chase it.
Dancing lights would be the cantrip.
Oh my goodness!
I do have a light spell. I'll randomly cast it on some stones and just kind of throw it around.
Okay.
Chases after it.
Okay. While you guys are doing that, the ground shakes. A very large blue dragon walks up and says, "Oh, I see we're all having fun," and then breathes on the entire caravan and kills everybody. Okay.
Except
roll up new characters.
No. I'm just kidding. That doesn't happen. But it's like, all right, that was my way of saying, okay, let's focus on what we need to do, which is so you guys understand that there's going to be 10 days of extra pay that the caravan master will offer to anybody that volunteers to go with Brock into the town to try to help the town drive off the dragon.
I'm down.
So pretty much the rest of the caravan, you can tell that there are a few people that are interested in it, but they just they look at the teeth on those kobolds, and they look at some of the wounds that some of you guys have, and they kind of shudder a little bit, and they're like, okay, they get really chicken. And
to make sure that everyone knows that any looting will be frowned upon. Not that I'm against it secretively, but that if anyone's going to do that specifically, that no, just stay back.
Okay. Yeah, they're not interested in going. So, given that there's incentive pay from the caravan, what are the PCs willing to do? We know Brock is going to go. I think I heard Thalador say he was going to go.
Because nobody knows I get paid, what is an extra 2 gold a day? Isn't it like the normal rate's 4 or is it 2?
Normal rate is 2, and I think you get 4.
Yeah, I get 4. So yeah, I'm going.
Yeah, Mulek already said he was in with Brock.
So Mulek, okay. So that leaves is Bell in?
Yeah.
Is Osprey in?
Oh yeah. He's
And is Falliger in?
In what?
Would you be going with Brock to help try to defend the town against the dragon?
It's just Brock going?
No, everybody else in the party so far is going.
All right, if everybody's going, then I'll go.
Okay, all right. Okay, I don't want to be left out. I want to eat at the cool kids table. All right, so.
Oh, that's on the floor with Bell. No.
Everybody bring your yoga mat. Sit on the floor with Bell.
Osprey yoga.
Okay. And we will go ahead and wrap it here for tonight. And next week we will start with you guys stealthing your way towards the town. Oh, and I forgot. He killed this guy, so I cannot be deprived. One more time.
We have to write 3 of those.
Nice.
All right, so the brave heroes will head off to defend the town against the dragon and its cultist and kobold allies attacking. The kobold didn't seem to know why they were attacking, other than the dragon told them they were supposed to attack it. So they just kind of do what the dragon says. I mean, people who defy the dragon have a nasty habit of becoming the dragon's dinner. And the kobolds don't really relish that idea. Okay, so before we leave, I do want to let you know I finally got an email today. It's like 3:00 this morning. I got an email from the organizers of the Glitch Expo. And indeed, they are still going ahead with their online con this weekend. And so on Saturday afternoon, I will be running my game. It's a brand new one-shot. Okay. Then let's see. They gave me that. And let me see. I am on a Discord. Welcome. Okay, that's it. Rules. Okay, do we have a... I'm looking to see if there's a... Looks like still all they have is just an Instagram account and a Discord. Doesn't look like they have like a real website. So I'm going to paste this Instagram page into the Discord for you guys. I'm going to put it in here. So Glitch Expo Instagram. Okay, there we go. And I don't know if you actually need an Instagram account to see that. I would think that you could just pull up the page and look at it. There might be a... Yeah, there's just a... Yeah, there's not really a full website, so it's hard to know exactly what the schedule is going to be. Well, we'll see how this goes. Speaking of online conventions, Michael, have you heard anything more about the COVID follow-up?
We are working on that at the moment. We're trying to really see what Dragon Con's going to do. We've seen that a lot of other conventions have bowed out. Some have actually gone digital. I see that San Diego Comic-Con's doing a free online convention. I've seen some other big ones do it. I have a feeling that Dragon's going to do that, but we're just holding out. We might do one this fall, I imagine, which would be the best time to do it. And I will definitely let you know and everyone else know when that goes down.
Okay. Yeah, because I wrote a second 4-hour, 5-act one-shot for this expo. Different theme. It's kind of a zombie apocalypse meets escape room type of theme for this one. Bless you, yeah. And I figure, if I can do one or two more this year, then I have a few of them, and I might be able to edit those up a little bit, get them polished up a bit, and then throw them up on DM's Guild or something like that, and sell them or offer them for people to download and maybe pay what they want for it. So hopefully this goes well. The second one it took me a long time to figure out what I wanted to do. It took me a long time to get a theme for it. Unlike the first one, I got a theme for it right away, and then it took me a long time to write it. This one, it took me a long time to figure out the theme, but once I knew the theme, everything just fell into place really quickly. So hopefully that means it's good. Everybody seemed to enjoy the first one. James, I know you have responded that you're interested in playing on Saturday, and Goonie is also going to play again on Saturday. She was in the other one. I reached out to everybody that I had contact information for that played in the first one, and you guys are the two that have responded so far. So then my plan is, after we finish tonight, before I go to bed, to put the link to the Roll20 page out on the Glitch Expo Discord to see if anybody there wants to play. And then if we get to tomorrow afternoon and I still don't have all 6 slots filled up, then I'll open it up on Roll20 for anybody wandering by that wants to play a one-shot. But pre-generated characters, half hour of getting together before we actually start playing to make sure that people have their characters, can get to the Discord, can get to the Roll20 page, yada yada. We're going to use Discord for audio because the stupid Roll20 audio thing was so poor last time. I'm not going to put up with that crap again. And we will just go from there. So hopefully it'll be fun. And of course I get to use some of my fun little new combat gizmos. Does anybody else have anything that they want to talk about for between now and then? Vern, I don't think everybody was here when you shared your news at the beginning of the hour.
Actually came in. So like I told you last week, I was going to take my first trip, and I went down there and I saw one group post an audition out in their electronic billboard, I think you call those. And I emailed them, and they're going to have me come in for an audition. On they didn't really say, but I'm working on it for Wednesday. So
excellent.
Yeah, one up, and one audition already. It's for the Civil War Theater, which is a new thing. It's supposed to be it's more educational, but it's supposed to also be entertaining.
Yeah.
Union officer, male lead.
All right. Nice.
Traitor. That is a good joke. Nobody got it though.
Yeah, I think it's a fighter. Yeah.
Seems like you have fun. That looks like it'd be good. And like I said, break a leg.
We'll see. I'm just glad that I was easily able to obtain an audition on the basis of my credentials. That's just that's the main thing, because to actually get the job might get in the way of the podcasting idea.
Also, real quick, everybody, I just want to let everybody in this group know, if you need anything 3D printed, I will do it for you at cost. What it costs me to actually print said item, plus shipping. As long as it's within reason. I can only do certain sizes. But anything that you can find, like, hey, this is cool. I'm working on miniatures, but right now I can't get them down just right. But anything else I can pretty much print, as you can see in the pictures I put in the Discord. But if you need something at cost, let me know.
Yeah, looks like you're doing, what, a Star Trek ship?
Oh, it's already done. That's the Enterprise class. The thing I'm printing now is the phone booth from Bill and Ted. That's why I said be excellent to each other. Already on, dude.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, dude.
Well, when you said that, I thought I had heard something. Thought I had heard or seen something the other day that they were doing like a reboot.
Nope, it's like a sequel, third movie.
Third.
It's coming out.
Oh,
God. Bill and Ted? Yeah, Bill and Ted.
Bill and Ted Day was
number
not
3.
long ago. Yep, it was not long ago. Was Bill and Ted Day. I'm actually on their Facebook page, their official Facebook page, and they only have like 3,000 followers. That made me sad.
Who are the actors? The original
Alex Winter,
they're
Alex Winter and Keanu Reeves.
Yeah. So this, yeah, I don't know. Without, I could stand to watch parts of the first one, mainly the parts that George Carlin was in, because he was funny.
Oh, Rufus.
But never been much of a Keanu Reeves fan. He's the kind of actor that can make Al Gore look animated. And
Al Gore looks animated.
Yes, he looks like he was assembled at the Hall of Presidents in Walt Disney World. He looks very animated.
And it kind of looks like that too. Or that's Bob. Well, it's also Bob Dole. That's both of them.
Yeah.
Well, I had fun, everybody. I will see you next Thursday.
Yeah. See you, Ken. Next Thursday, Ken. Take care. All right, and I have got to jump now because I need to do that other stuff for the Saturday game. I think everybody has dropped off of the stream now, so I'm going to go ahead and end that.